What's up, guys? Prince Sports here. Now, never underestimate the power of the Butler. He's been called out and he responded in stunning fashion. The son of Michael Jordan. Let me stop. But he did channel his inner Michael Jordan tonight, man. The guy was on fire. He was engaged. He played both ends of the floor. So did the Celtics. This was a great game. This was one of those games where it was hard work and determination. This was no game where nobody choked. Everybody played extremely hard. Um, Defense was on display and offense was on display. It was just a great game. Now, if you look at Jimmy Butler's scoring output, he did something I called effective scoring. Okay, now timely scoring when your team needed you the most. Okay, because a lot of guys could score 40 points and it'd be fuller stats. It'd be empty stats within the game because you ever seen a game where a guy scored like 35 points and you'd be like, man, I didn't realize he had 35 points, It seemed like he wasn't even in the game, you know? But that's because he's scoring in spurts that don't really affect the game. LeBron James was a perfect example of that when he was playing with the Lakers, you know? So, but Jimmy Butler did the opposite. He did what I was talking about, effective scoring, and he was also aggressive and he just wanted it bad, man. He played like a guy that had nothing left, in the tank. And that's what basketball is all about, man. And you got to give Jimmy Butler his props. He's not a superstar, but he played like one tonight. If he consistently plays like that, he could elevate his game to be a superstar. But when we say superstar, that's what we need from Jimmy Butler on a little more on a consistent basis, And if he plays like that in the next game, they could send the Boston Celtics home and I could get my wish because I don't want to see the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. I picked the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler kept his team alive. And so did the several guys on this other team, man. You got to look at this team roster, man. Imagine if they had like a true superstar, right? A guy that was more consistent, Jimmy Butler's too off and on. He's definitely an all-star, though. A good second option on the team. But imagine Jimmy Butler with the likes of, let's just say, somebody like Kawhi Leonard, a LeBron James, a Kevin Durant, with that roster, with Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, Kyle Lowry, Bam Adebayo. The list goes on and on. They got so much good players on this team. And a lot of the players that they drafted are young and they developed into good basketball players. And here's the funny part about it. I don't mean to drift off from this game a little bit, but like I said, I made a video earlier a couple weeks ago and I said this could have been LeBron James. You could have been competing for an NBA championship spot, to win another title. And you would have been doing it on this Miami Heat team and it wouldn't been labeled as a super team. You feel me? So that's a missed opportunity on his part, But anyway, as far for the Boston Celtics go, they played pretty good. They made some timely mistakes on the defensive end, but they did play good defense. It's just these guys was bombing threes. They hit a lot of threes that you probably thought they would have missed in terms of the Miami Heat. They had a little unsung heroes with the role players. So nevertheless, that was a good sequence that took place for the Miami Heat. They're going to need role players like that to step up. Now, I don't know if Tyler's going to play in Game 7 because he has a strain on his groin. So it's going to be questionable to what they're going to do in Game 7. But at least they're at home and they have a chance to close this thing out at home. So it's do or die, get rest, and let's see an epic, classic Game 7. Prince Sports out. Peace.